the next topic that I wanted to bring up because we kind of got back into playing Fortnite a lot more. Not
Yeah,
as much as
Mm-hmm.
we used to, but we got back into
But
playing Fortnite. I mean, I never really stopped, but
we got a hater over there. He ain't got no hair.
no, it's because we started playing Call of Duty. Because remember, it was in a rotation. Like we was going back and forth.
no, I
So
mean,
we
I
were
was
playing.
just saying like in general, like when everybody stopped playing and then hop back on like that.
Oh, okay, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
but yeah, so uh one I do want to talk about what y'all like about the new season Primal, but the other thing that I want to talk about is like what's the what do you feel like Fortnite needs to have for next season, or what do you think Fortnite needs to do in the next chapter for
okay.
most of the casuals and content creators from YouTube and streamers and all of that to come back? But
Well,
first, I want to know. First off, I want to know what do y'all like about the new season and what do y'all not like about the new season?
All right, I want to go. So like,
can I go first? Because I don't really have a lot to say.
all right, go.
One, get out.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Okay,
god,
Amadeus runs the room.
so
Right,
Amadeus runs that house.
he does.
anyways, y'all seen him up here, like right there? That's
Yeah,
what he
Yeah,
was
we
saying. That's what
seen
he
him.
was.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
it's
No,
in the recording. Yes.
okay. I was just making sure. But anyways, um, okay. So what do I like about the game? About the
I
new
mean,
season?
just this season in general, not the
I know,
game,
I
because
know,
I
I
mean,
know, I know.
we've been
That's what I'm
playing
talking
since chapter one, so
about. I like how crossbows are actually a thing in the game. Like I know it's in like the game
Not a
before,
crossbow.
but
are you talking about like bow and
crossbow,
arrows?
crossbow, bow and arrow, they do the same thing. One is just this way,
They
one is just
they're
that
No,
way.
not the same thing,
no,
though.
the cut is not a crossbow.
They ain't gonna do the same. Oh,
You can ask someone in the
one
comments
got a
talk about they're
trigger.
not the same fucking thing at all.
They
One
use
is like a
arrows.
gun, and the other one is like
You
archery.
got full, yeah. But I
Continue.
like, go ahead.
So like I was saying, how he gonna hold stuff? Anyways,
What the fuck?
That's
back to what I was saying. Um, like crossbows, bow and arrows, the things with the arrows. I like how that's a thing in the game. Like it's actually there. It's not a mythical weapon. Like okay, it's just only one, but it's
It
multiple.
was
You
never
can.
mythical.
I mean, it was a legendary. I mean, it was a mythic. It was a mythic that one season, but it
I
used
know.
to
I'm
be
just saying.
legendary, and it was.
I'm saying. I'm glad it's an actual like common thing that
Oh
I
yeah,
don't.
yeah.
I'm
yeah.
not getting.
He's
Which
saying
I
it's
Like
not
like it's
not
a green rarity and it's a blue rarity, and
I
yeah.
want to.
You open it,
Jeez.
it's a gray fucking bow. You
Oh,
know, throw
screaming.
that shit
But
in the water.
anyways, other than that, and I like the fact that you can build onto your guns, and do whatever. Like
like
I
craft and
and
stuff.
that yeah, that's what I like about it.
Okay.
We should all talk about that first, and then we can get into the dislikes.
Yeah,
Um,
we just do what you like
We
about the season
are.
first,
We
yeah.
are are
So
doing that.
like,
like, and then dislikes will go
and
into
then what we
the
need
order.
next, and then that should be the end
Yeah.
of it. Yeah.
so I like the how Minecraft and Fortnite made a partnership finally. Um,
Get out of
like,
here! Get out of here, bro.
but I like the
I don't
variants.
see
So
a
like,
Steve skin
hey,
Facts.
look,
Exactly.
or
keep playing, and
Alex
keep playing,
Enderman.
and Epic Games will come out with a new one. Keep playing, but no, I like the both variants. Like you can do like primal stuff, and then you can do mechanical stuff. So like one bow is you can have two fire element bows, but one of them is explosive, the other one just sets stuff on fire. Or like you got the what's that called? The freaking shockwave bro.
Big bow.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
shockwave bro.
that's my favorite one.
And then I like
I
the
already know.
this is it's a pro and con thing, but I do like the weapon like variation. So we got like primal, the regular junk, and then we got the makeshift. I like how you can like you got like across the board instead of
Like
it
three
just all like
different types of weapons.
yeah, instead of all it just being like the same 5 weapons in the map. Now you got like a broader pick of
Yeah.
Damn.
you got. And personally, I just like the primal shotgun. Gotta say,
Huh?
even though they nerfed it, I just
I mean,
personally like the
it
primal shotgun.
isn't that bad. It's just you gotta know when to use it.
I'm just mad they nerfed
Sorry.
what.
How you gonna flip off the? How you gonna flip off our Earthlings, bro?
I
Why
wasn't
you flip
flipping
them
off
off?
the Earthling. I flipping y'all guys. Eric's just laughing in the back because I dropped my fucking phone.
All right. So, is there anything else about the season that you really like?
Um, is there anything?
Chickens. I love chickens.
Oh yeah, I do like that.
Yeah, the
Like, you can get
wildlife.
food.
Some fast
Yeah, the
fuckers.
wildlife. They added dinosaurs. Like the fact that you added dinosaurs.
I ain't seen
don't-
none yet.
But I don't know why. Like, I just want to know, like, for genuinely from like Epic, where did y'all get the idea with dinosaurs? Like, because
Seen a
none of the
fucking
map is
dinosaur yet?
like.
I think
No.
they did it because of Jurassic Park. Because
Yeah, 'cause
Stealthy
I'm like, it
Stronghold
was-
was kind of like Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I'm like,
That
it's
bitch in jail.
insert. It was a random insert.
That
into the
bitch
game.
in jail. Fuck you mean?
My God.
But in fucking at this point, you might as well make a Breaking Bad fucking skin. Fucking
Did they? They should.
Breaking
Shoot,
Bad. If you gonna do that, they might as well make a Walking Dead.
they already
Rick
did.
Grimes.
They already did.
They did too.
they did
That
Michonne.
was in, yeah, that was in the.
They did
Batman movie.
Michonne and what's the other dude name? I don't know his name. I don't watch Walking
Daryl?
Dead, so
Daryl.
yeah, Daryl, yeah.
I wish I was in.
Go ahead, Kevin.
You know, I mean, just reiterate. I like the the primal stuff. I like crafting weapons. I think crafting makes it a lot more balanced. I don't know if that's just me.
It makes the mid
Like,
game
as
not
far
as
as-
stale.
Yeah,
yeah,
because you actually
so,
got to go
yeah.
search.
Right. It gives it.
Sense of purpose.
So it gives this game got a lot of depth into it as far as that. Um, I Yeah, that's about it. I mean, it's just reiterating. I like just the theme of this pretty much.
Okay, Sai.
Let's see, because I'm a very, very critical person on Fortnite because I hated that fucking
You
game.
hated Fortnite and you got
I
into it. You was
fucking
like
hate it.
he was like I'm actually kind of having fun. I was like, see, look.
Yeah,
Look at
I was
you.
a very, very judgmental because I remember playing. The funny thing, played it chapter 1.
Yeah,
Of
because
season
you
2.
you have the skins from season 3. Low
Yeah,
key.
so I was technically an original Fortnite player, and I hated that fucking game with a passion. I hated it. I hate building. I hate all that shit. But
Hey, we out here, side. I can't multitask.
bitch, I can shoot. in the
You
mouth.
like that's the whole mechanic of Fortnite though. You gotta learn how to build, bro. I be
Bro,
trying to teach y'all
I can't
niggas.
multitask. I
I be
trying
trying.
to focus on shooting and building.
But
if I had to pick things that I like, I do like the atmosphere of the whole new map, the whole new locations that I've never been to, the inclusion of dinosaurs, the bows, like people like they said, especially the fire bow because I like setting things on fire.
He's an arsonist.
Arson?
Pyromaniac
Arson?
is what I would say.
I was setting houses on fire the other day, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
No, bro, I was fighting somebody, and then after I killed him, Brandon was like, "Can I set this on fire?" I was like, "The dude's dead. What's the point?" Like, I was like, "Why you want to waste the arrow?" Like,
No, during that one, I thought he was still alive up there with you. That's why I was like, I'm about to set it on fire because I thought like I was gonna burn both of y'all out.
I was like, "Bro, you gonna kill me in the process?" Like, come on.
Nah, you'll be
That's what
okay.
he
We
wa- he
gonna get the
wasn't
kill.
first.
He said, "I would have got the kill though."
But no, I like the atmosphere. I like the weapons. I like the skins, especially the Raven skin, because I'm getting that Raven skin. I give no fucks.
He all about that Teen Titans, you know.
Raven, yes.
Teen
But
Titans.
yeah, fuck no.
What's wrong with Teen Titans Go?
Teen
That's
Titans
just
Go
shit
isn't
show.
too bad. It isn't too
It's
bad.
Thank you,
It,
shit.
thank you. It wasn't
Wait,
that
It's
bad.
wait,
shit.
wait,
It's
wait.
shit.
It's
we're not about to
taking
talk about this
Don't
right now.
don't
We'll
don't
talk about
fucking
this on the
don't
cartoon
fucking
listen,
podcast.
lie.
We're gonna talk
Bet,
about that when we
because
talk
listen.
about
I
top
got
10
some
cartoons, bro.
things to say about that show.
That's next podcast. That's next podcast.
Yeah, keep,
That's
Hey,
next
All right,
podcast.
David, go.
Okay.
David,
Okay,
talk about the
so
things you
for
like.
me, with season 6, I like the fact that you have crafting, like everybody said. I like the fact that we have animals and you can tame the animals or you can shoot them and get more crafting materials and heals. And I like the fact that you could just like eat the chicken, they just come just be smashing that shit.
Shoot it in the head, you're
I
dead.
talking about
I really like with the crafting stuff, like the reason why I really fuck with it is because it's like before, like when chapter 2 first came out, like a lot of people started to get off the game because they didn't like how big the map was and how everything changed and how it looked and
Shit.
everything. It wasn't that bad, but a lot of people just stopped playing it. Plus, it was a lot of sweats and shit, so people was like, "Nah, I ain't with that."
There's
But
always sweats in that fucking game.
it sweats in every game. I don't give a fuck what you play, nigga. You be playing
Block off.
Except the
Minecraft and
Sims.
you be playing Minecraft. You got nigga. You know it's sweats and Sims.
how can you
you
sweat in Sims?
no, he's the sweat in Sims. He will
He
be the
You're
perfect
not.
This
family.
nigga was playing Sims
No,
all day.
not.
Okay, anyways, back to what I was saying. So,
I know some
so
people.
like I really fuck with like how crafting made the mid game not as stale because it makes you look for things and try to find things and get stuff off of people. And like I never really played like Arena for real until like well, I played Arena some, but like when it first came out in chapter 1. I mean, it didn't first come out in chapter 1, but I started playing Arena in chapter 1. I mean chapter 2 season 1. But like playing arena is like kind of fun when it's not 50 people landing where you land at. And like I really like how they made like the map look more luscious a little bit and everything.
Luscious man.
But yeah, it's luscious. It's luxurious. But I'm really fucking with the crafting materials. The one gripe that I have, and this is gonna take us into like the
Oh,
dislikes, is like the makeshift
I'll
weapons.
happily
Far
say it.
as like um, far as like
Sure.
the AR, like I swear it was one time I had my reticle on this dude the whole time and it missed every one of them 20 bullets. And I'm just like, bro, I know my aim is not this bad. Like, I know it's not this
Mine
ass. Like,
Except
and
for the. Oh, go ahead.
like the only other thing that I would say that they need to do is kind of put items in the game that's better for casual players. Cause like they kind of go off of what pros want, and that's how you kill a game. So
Mm.
you need to have a healthy mix of what's good competitively and what's good casually. And I feel like Fortnite is kind of going in that direction a little bit. So
Yeah.
yeah, but anyways, that's my only gripes with the season right now. If it's some more, we'll talk about it again on another podcast at the end of the season. But yeah, so Sai, you said you wanted to go
um,
about the gripes about the season, so
Oh boy,
yeah,
do I
definitely.
have some gripes. Just like how you said, targeting in the game is very wonky.
It
I
got
mean
bad.
that's just because of Bloom though. They've had that since the beginning.
But still, and no, it's not even just because like, okay, you shoot him and it doesn't hit him. It's the fact that you shoot him a majority of times and they're still not down, but then you go down instead. I feel like the bullet damage on certain guns is very wonky. There's some like when we were playing a bunch before, there was some times where I would get a majority of the hits on them, and I feel like they would have been down by now, but then they're not. So that's
Hmm.
my issue with them. Uh,
Consistency.
loot density is very, very weird sometimes. Sometimes there's good
So
or
what
bad.
they
Sometimes they're not.
did is that they took out the 100% chest spawn that they had like a couple seasons ago, and it kind of
Yeah.
fucked up how looting works again because they added that when chapter 2 season 1 came out, and then they got rid of it in like chapter 2 season 3 or 4. and I think
Mm.
they put it at like 60, 60, 70%. So like most of the time when you land somewhere, it may be a chest, but it just kind of depends, and it's kind of stupid because it's just like, bro, like I shouldn't be landing somewhere and then it's no chest. I can't get a gun and I die off spawn. Like that's just stupid,
Yeah, it's been a couple of times when that's happened.
bro. Pleasant.
Um,
Um, go ahead, Eric.
What?
I mine's is really short. One things that I don't like about like the season is it's okay. I understand and I like the fact that they are putting new stuff in the game, but I feel like at this point, I don't think the game is dead. I just think you should have did this a minute ago. Because um, for me, I don't like I really don't like the game that much. I mean, there are moments where I'm like, oh, okay, I'll play Fortnite. I will never play by myself. I will really play with y'all or someone else as like a group of people. I say, oh, let's play Fortnite. Other than that, it is not the game I would ever want to play by myself whatsoever.
Hmm.
Because it for me, I think I don't know. It's just it for me. It lost its excitement. So, given the fact that they put new stuff in the game, I feel like give it another month, that's gonna get stale real fast. And
I feel like a thing with that though is because how Fortnite used to operate when we used to play it all the time, like when we was playing it basically every night during the summer, right? They will always vault and unvault or bring out a new weapon like every other week, right? And it
yeah,
kept the game from being stale in a sense. And like now they're trying to find a balance between bringing out new weapons or unvaulting weapons, but also like trying to keep the game to where like if somebody just joins, they could just pick it up and just be like, okay, these are the weapons that I know. These are the weapons that are in this season, and I could just find a video from the beginning of the season and be like, okay, this is still here, right? I feel like
yeah,
that's kind of what they're
and
trying to do, and like a lot of like one of the YouTubers that I used to watch, he said like Fortnite kind of killed itself when it tried to become an esport, which I feel like battle royales being esports is kind of a hard
Yeah.
thing
It's
to do
stupid.
in
It's
general
stupid in general.
because
It's stupid.
it's so much RNG to begin with. It's like how's it gonna be an esport for real? Like you can't choose your gun. I mean, you could choose your loadout, but who says you gonna have that loadout every game? That's not gonna happen. Like shit with that, and like them listening to competitive players more than casual players, kind of like made people just like fall off of it. That's why like when y'all stopped playing and I was still playing, I was like, I'm still having fun with it because I'm trying to figure out new ways to have fun with playing by myself because y'all weren't playing, you know. And I get what you mean by like. It just feels
Creative.
like if something comes out the next week is just basically stale. It's like okay, it's just been there. Like I
I mean,
completely get that too.
and I don't want to say like, oh, it's just me. I mean, because sometimes it is. I get bored easily. Period. That's why like certain video games I will put down for a very long time and then pick them up. And I don't. I'm not gonna want to beat it. I'm not gonna want to play a game and play that one game all day until I beat it. It's going to irritate me. I'm going to hate it. I'm not going to want to play it ever
Yeah,
again.
Eric doesn't
I
do
have
that.
I will get bored very quickly. So I have to continue to keep going on. I need something new. Let me play something else. Let me do this over here. That's like I've
Hmm.
gotten far in a lot of games, but I will set them down for a minute and be like, all right, I'll focus on this for like some months and then come
Eric
back
doesn't
to
beat
that.
his games.
Um,
So I do. I just don't play them like you. It ain't my life. You stay
Yes,
over there.
Brandon.
so, so like I had like I had a couple. So my first one was like it kind of goes into like what you and Eric was saying about like casual players, like
Thirsty as
the frequency of the frequency of getting like normal guns in the game is like it's like screwed because like there some people aren't good enough to play with like or good enough to like get up to the point of upgrading a makeshift AR or playing or using a primal AR and they
Or
might
just
just need to
like their building prowess isn't like
yeah
on par with some people who are in the lobby, so it's gonna be harder
yeah
for them to actually. I feel like that's what they kind of did with the primal shotgun.
yeah it's like there's not like a regular gun that I can just pick up and be like all right I'm in here and that's the first thing. The second thing, I forgot to mention this in my likes, but it kind of ties into my dislike. I love that they brought back the upgraded guns and they did it through the NPCs, but I don't like that there's only like two NPCs in the map that will let you upgrade your guns. Like,
I think it's like three or four, but like they're so spread out that it's like, bro, like
yeah, you
that's
can't
why I
find
said
them.
we just need to land at dirty all the time because it's like the only one that I know of that upgrades is the dummy, and then
Yeah,
like we
and
can
like
get
Yeah,
mechanical
compact.
parts there too at compact. So like that's
Kevin
like a
Kevin
good
said it with
rotation.
difficulties.
yeah, like it's just a hassle to try to find like, and that goes back into the frequency of like a decent gun. Like you'd be scouring until day near the end of the game trying to get set up. I think they extended the setup process for Fortnite. You can't be like ready to go unless you just get super fortunate to come across
Ooh.
like a super rare chest or something. Your
Or if you
setup
have gold,
has yeah,
Could,
your
could I
setup
could
time
I
has
could I piggyback off that?
a lot.
Could I piggyback off that?
Yeah.
Y'all remember the times when we would like I don't know if Brandon was playing with us at the no he wasn't.
no,
But
that was
like
back in chapter one.
me, David, Kevin, and Alexis, and like sometimes Juicy, whenever we would switch off with people, we would literally be at the end of the game, right? It's literally us and a squad.
We would
We
never
all
win
sitting there with
though.
blue. We literally got blue and green guns. They send us gold. Like, we like, what's hilarious to me, and one thing I don't like about the game whatsoever, is the fact that I understand the RNG situation, but I mean, if you know, like, I feel like the chess should get better when the
They
more the circle
actually
comes
talked
in.
about that before.
They
So,
should increase the frequency of mega chests.
okay,
Like, I
hold up.
mean, not even,
So
I mean,
back,
not even that. I mean, just with the circle, and you know the storm is coming, and we're in that second to last storm. Them chests should be fired because the battles will be they will be on 10. Like,
yeah,
cause
but
everybody
like,
got gold.
okay, so Eric, look, the reason why they don't do that, and like, just imagine like this, right? So it's like second to last circle, so it's not that big, right? And it's
Yeah,
like two, three squads left. Let's say three squads left, right? Or let's say
yeah,
like let's say like it's an arena, so it's three trios, and you come across a chest, like you already have like semi good loot, so you have like maybe like green, well like blue everything, right? And you come across a chest, and you open it, and it gives you like a gold rocket launcher, it gives you like a gold pump or something. It kind of makes the game a little bit unfair in a sense because at that point it's like the map is already kind of looted, so it's going to be hard to find chests. And then on top of that, like you getting a gold gun out of a chest, like at the end of the game, and it helps you win is just kind of like it kind of gets
but
rid
I
of the
mean,
RNG because like they
It
talked about
defeats the
this
purpose
during
of
the
use of it.
time. Yeah,
but no, but what I mean is like they should have chests should be able to respawn in at certain times of the game. Like,
I don't know about that
not
because like that doesn't even
not
happen in like Apex or Warzone either.
I
Like
mean, but
I
I
mean,
think
but
that's
it
the
does.
point.
But I
Like
mean, in
supply drop.
Apex and hold on, but in Apex, I mean, it really doesn't need to the way the game is set up. So because I mean, for the most part, Apex guns and Fortnite guns are nowhere near on the same level.
Nope.
So
I
not at
mean, yeah,
all. So
but
I mean,
like I'm just saying, like for battle royale in general, like as a
I
whole,
mean,
as that
I
being a
give
thing,
I
it
give
wouldn't
what
work
you
like
all.
that.
I get that. I mean, it's just overall, honestly, and this could. I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all got other gripes, but I'm gonna just say this and get it out the way. That whole entire no, just go ahead, because that is a whole separate conversation. But if anybody else got any gripes with the game, like Kevin, I don't think you said anything.
I was making sure that everybody go. Is
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
we
what I
all
mean?
went.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, my gripes for the game really, to me, it feels like I don't know if this is a thing, but shooting seems randomized,
It
and
is.
I don't like that at all.
So
Instead of
that like
so
their blue
instead of
mechanic is so wonky
like okay
sometimes.
Oh, so are you talking about Bloom? Because what
Yeah,
I mean by
that's pretty
randomized, like
much. Are you talking about like
what
damage wise?
damage wise,
It's
like
only
what?
randomized when it's shotguns.
That's whack. That's like whack
Stupid.
as hell. So okay,
It
no.
is,
That's very.
but
Who thought about that?
This is what I'm saying. So
it's really about how many
so
pellets you hit for real,
yeah. So
which
like
is none.
what I'm saying
which is
is
none.
like
Because I barely hit
no.
my shots.
Good. I got like 40 pellets.
No, listen though. Like it'd be like I'm hitting somebody and it feel like it looked like I hit them with like a pack of bread or a loaf of bread, but when they hit me,
You hitting
it's like a damn
sevens and they hitting
yeah,
150s.
and it's like
35s and
and it's
I
like
50s.
hit him
dog,
with a
like
pebble.
you know what I'm saying, and like that really turns me off from it. And when it comes to like when we was talking about what it needs to get like people back into the game, I don't really think there's a particular way, to be honest.
Yeah, I think
But
people are
But
kind of
because like
over it.
yeah, like because even let's say if we told somebody, hey yo, you should get back on Fortnite. They got the
they're
hey,
not gonna
you
do
know
it.
you know what I'm saying. People are gonna play it if they're gonna play it. You know what I'm saying. There's not
Yeah,
really a way to bring people back in
I
for real.
mean,
You get what I'm saying.
a lot of like
I'm not
the younger
necessarily saying the
people.
game is dead though.
Is it on its
I'm
way becoming dead though? That's the
Uh,
question.
mm,
no,
no,
no, it
uh,
isn't.
no.
No.
So it's gonna become one of those games where
It's just gonna
it be
keep
like
going and going.
yeah,
It's kind of
it's
like
gonna
League of
keep going.
Legends.
It's gonna keep
That
going,
game's
and then
never
Like
gonna
like
COD.
die out.
hold on, like it's gonna keep going, and then it's be like, I'm gonna hop on Fortnite. I think I
It's
want
gonna
to
be
get
For
one of
back
one
them
into it.
games
time,
that you
just my
play
bad.
like sporadically. I
Right.
I
but like,
honestly think
but hold on, let me say this though. Uh, it has its younger crowd. The younger crowd is still there though. I mean, all of those
Uh-huh.
I
new
mean most of
like
the pros
all
are like 15, 16. To be
yeah, but
honest.
I mean like okay, but I mean like the younger crowd. Like when I mean every young person at our church, actually, shoot, most of the churches in our organization, all of them play Fortnite together. So, and that's pretty cool, by the way. They have that whole entire clan, and they have a whole name for it. But like, all of them play Fortnite together, and it's pretty cool. I watch them play; it's hilarious. But anyways, they have the younger crowd, so I don't really think it's gonna die. But what I do think to bring back that OG audience or something like that, to be honest, I think the whole entire storyline they got going on right now, they need to go ahead and just finish it and then give us something completely different. Because
I mean they kind of been building up this storyline since the beginning though.
I
Yeah,
know,
ain't no
so it's
fucking
time
Yeah.
to
story.
end it.
This shit made up by from
It,
Like
they
it,
just
it,
go
it,
like,
they just
it's
going
time
with
to.
the shit. There ain't no damn storyline for real, bro.
no,
I
look,
mean, they
okay,
need
okay, look, I'm gonna explain. So you know how at the end of season 3 the rocket went off, right? And then it blew up Dusty, right? And it became
Yeah,
Dusty Divot. In the rocket, it was the Visitor. The Visitor is one of the seven. One of the seven is the seven scientists who are trying to stop the loop that is Fortnite. If you play through the beginning of this season, the event, they're pretty much explaining it. They're basically saying like the loop is every 22 minutes, which is basically the average time of a Fortnite game. And they're trying to get out of the loop. So they're trying to figure out ways to get out of it. Agent Jones, which is Jonesy, Agent John Jones, who has been snapshotted in the, shit a couple of times. That's why you have like all the skins that look like Jonesy. He's one of the people who are actually still trying to stop the loop, but they don't want him to, and that's why like all of that shit that's been going on, where it's like, oh, why did the map get sucked in and then go to something else and it's not as this map? Like all of that shit is all in the storyline, but you have to like
but
you have to like be paying attention to know what's going on
but
because
could I
like
say this? If you're
nobody's
gonna have a
really.
and this is but this is my thing with battle royales and their storylines. The battle royale part of the game has nothing to do with the storyline for real. You get the characters, you get the scenery, but it's just we still fight each other. There's no actual cause of us fighting. If anything, I feel like
the battle
what you should
royale
do.
is the loot.
No, you're not getting what I'm saying
Like
because that's a trash explanation if that's the case.
That's not a
But I
trash
mean,
explanation though. That's literally what it
you wait.
is.
I'm gonna tell you why it's
The
trash. Let me tell you why it's trash.
Okay.
It's
Okay, go
trash
ahead, go ahead.
because it's trash because if what you should do is if you're gonna have like, okay, we need to stop the loot, and then you have the people that don't want to stop the loot. You know, your good people and your bad people, right? The
Okay.
game should automatically randomly generate like, okay, your particular squad is on this particular side at this moment, and that's, I mean, give us more, just a little, add us a little bit more in your storyline
What,
instead
like
of us
horror
just
I
games?
randomly
mean, they
like.
kind of did that. They
We,
kind of did that last season though. You know, like with the hunters. Like, okay,
I
so
mean,
you know
yeah,
how like
yeah.
the
I mean,
IO, you.
that was cool though. That was cool. I mean, keep with doing that, and so at the end, when you have a victor or whatever, I mean, granted, it can't really affect the storyline that much, only because
I
it's
mean, if they're
very.
looping every 22 minutes, what is that gonna do?
It gives, it's just more detail. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean by just go ahead and get rid of this dang no storyline and be done with it already. Because that's what and that's my gripe with all battle royals when they have a whole storyline going on.
I mean,
At,
you know,
at,
Apex has a
at
storyline going on too,
I
and
know.
theirs
Like
is
they
literally just
have
like a game. It's literally just a
No,
game, and the circle
I
is
mean, but
just.
okay. I
true.
mean, what they're doing. I mean, that makes sense though. Like, I mean, I
So
get
being
what
in a
they're
loop
doing.
for 22 minutes and there's only one victor every time doesn't make sense.
That does
No,
make
yeah,
it's like
that
being in a time. They're stuck in a time paradox. Regardless if they win,
He's
time
saying it's just.
rewinds back to itself.
No,
I think he's
like
saying it's more
I'm trying
whack.
to understand. That's why
hold
I'm
on.
like I
I
don't
know
I'm
he's.
telling
I
you,
don't
if you
think he's
keep
saying it's like it doesn't make sense. I think he's just saying it's whack to him, like the way that it
the way
is.
it's set
It's
up,
just.
that's what I mean. I don't understand how you don't. I don't like. Yes, I know they're in a time loop. Okay, and all right. Like what I'm saying is, you're in a
Oh,
time loop, right?
uh
So
huh.
you need to have sides. Like, okay, we know what's going on in the storyline,
But why
but
would there be
what am I?
sides?
Listen, I'm
Do
trying to
you
explain
do
to you
you
how.
hang on before you explain? Do you are you like trying to make it like so you said you want the storyline to make sense? It's because the time loop
No,
doesn't.
no, no, no. I'm saying my purpose in the game, like the loop, what's going on and all of that. You
Uh
got
huh.
all this stuff going on, right? If,
Yeah.
Make it
Uh
like,
more
for
huh.
instance,
inclusive.
yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, me never knowing the storyline, it's not going. I mean, think about this. Me getting in this game, not knowing nothing about Fortnite. Me playing the game, the storyline has nothing. I mean, I don't need to know the storyline for nothing just to play the game whatsoever. Make
I
it
mean, you don't
inclusive
need
to
to
where,
know the
oh, I will. Hold
storyline
on.
in Warzone. I mean, there isn't a storyline in
Well,
Warzone 4
So there
or
is
in
a storyline in
Apex.
fucking
So
Hold on.
Warzone.
Let me
hold on.
finish. Make it inclusive to where it's like, oh, I want to get to know more about the game because I'm like, why am I on this particular side, or why is this going on in the particular game at this moment or whatever? You're in the loop. Oh, dude's trying to change stuff, right? So
Mm-hmm.
what, what is that movie? Yeah, like okay, like this for instance. You know how in the Umbrella Academy, oh, dude has to go back in time, and every time you change one thing in time, you fuck up the future or whatever.
Uh
And
So
huh.
the
you,
Flash,
not the Flash, sorry.
the Flash has the same thing.
But I ain't what I'm
A
talking.
lot, a lot of time, a lot of things that
But
deal with time travel have shit like that.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, I know. So like, I'm just, I mean, I just want just a little bit more. Just, I mean, just so I can, just so when I play the game, like I feel like I have a purpose in beating someone. I have to beat you for this particular reason. Even though at the end of the day, it may not even mean nothing to the storyline. I mean, just giving me a little something, making me feel like I'm a little more important. Like, oh, I
Listen,
really need to beat the game, not just by beating it, just because, oh, I'm the victor. But there's something that goes along with that.
So
listen. It
like
doesn't matter how much
so.
motivation there is. I'm still gonna end up fucking getting shot down by a damn shotgun in my fucking dome. And there's no
So like.
okay,
motivation at
hold on.
all.
Brandon got
So
to
like
say
wait.
something. Brandon got to say something.
So like I get what Eric is saying. So like my thing, I would say like I don't know if we just we don't do it as a squad, but I would like there to be more Easter egg content in the game. So like with like with COD, like in zombies, there's like 50 if you pick up something or if you do something, they're hidden. But if you find them, there's tons of Easter eggs that you can do in the game,
They
like
actually
and
used to
off the
do that
fly.
during challenges.
Yeah, like I wish they would do more of that. Like so in COD, you have like 50 side Easter eggs that's adjacent, that's running along with the main one. like there are some either side Easter eggs that you can do on top of the main Easter eggs going into a zombies match. So like when we spawned into Fortnite, I wish there was more of that. Like it would be repetitive
I mean, but
each
how would the
game.
Easter eggs work within a battle royale though? Because like with zombies, you're just fighting zombies. Like, I need to like how would it work within the realm of a battle royale? Because it
Ooh,
wouldn't.
So like
Cause like it
you know
changes
how in
up
Marvel.
stuff. So
so
Hold on,
Easter eggs
hold
with
on.
like getting weapons
Hold on,
or
hold on.
like
You know how in COD or COD, yeah, it is COD. You know how you can choose a side before you play the game. Like you either going to be with this particular team, or you're going
yeah.
to be with this particular team in the game. I feel like they should add some type of something of that sort in the game to where it adds a little bit more to it. It
I
adds a
mean,
little
they
bit more
kind
to
of
the
did that
storyline.
with Shadow versus
True,
it was
true.
Shadow versus
The Ghost.
Yeah, I know it's Shadow
yeah,
Yeah.
versus
Ghost.
the Light or
And
whatever.
then they did it with cuz like that first season was Ego versus something. I don't remember.
Midas.
But like I get what y'all saying though. Like y'all want it to be more inclusive, but it's kind of for Fortnite to do it, it would be kind of hard because of how they already put themselves up for like events.
So
You know
look,
what I mean?
yeah. So look, so like it's like say for example a side Easter egg. It doesn't have to be like a main one that you do every time, but like so in certain like Easter eggs, like even like so for example the Wonder Weapon that I always get, there are Easter eggs that you can do to get that. But I'm
What's the
saying
name of
like
the
you
chest
could,
weapon?
huh?
None.
It would it would be like
None.
it would be like you could get do Easter eggs to get certain weapons or what was I about to say? Oh, or you can get like certain like attachments, upgrades, stuff like that onto your stuff, but you do steps instead of doing the traditional methods of doing them. Like if you go get like collect certain things around the map or go interact with certain like certain NPCs, yeah, NPCs around the map in a certain order, they give you something.
Okay. I get what you mean, but
Hold on.
like
I get.
would it go across games or would it just be within one game? Because it'd be hard to do within one game,
Hold on,
if
hold
I'm
on.
being
Can I
honest.
say this?
Yeah, go ahead.
This might make it better. So I think um if y'all like want more inclusiveness, I think it should do it like how they were saying in the challenges, how they were doing it before. So so technically, what let's say I know I'm in a loop, okay? So like everybody know, or anybody playing the battle pass, I know I'm in the loop, right? But I'm trying to get out, or I need like steps. So like different, it's gonna be different challenges and the thing like okay, collect these or whatever. This is what we need, and then like once you like finish all the challenges and like when it gets towards the next the like to the next season or whatever, it's saying like okay you get like cutscenes and stuff after you finish a certain amount of challenges. Like okay, this is what happened. You know what I'm saying? Because you
Yeah.
know
Yeah,
you
And
did
there
all
should
the
be actual
preparation.
rewards for the things that you actually did. So when next season comes around, you have certain things that other people may not have because they didn't finish what you did.
Yeah, so I
that
guess that could be like the inclusion, like
That's what
in
they
yeah.
the
used to do with the
challenges.
secret skins. The secret skins used to be well, they still do it now, but it's not like as it used to be. So like with in chapter one, like with the secret skins with like the enforcer, the visitor, the it's a couple more like when they first started doing it. But like pretty much what you had to do is that you had to do like certain challenges for that skin and then you had to finish a certain amount of weeks of challenges, you know?
Yeah, I remember that.
And it was like and you know like I used to try to get y'all to do them too and if y'all didn't do them y'all didn't do them but
Yeah.
like they kind of have that now but they do it through leveling and it's kind of stupid if I'm being honest. Like they have like different variations of the battle pass skins through
Hmm.
leveling like after you get after a
Yeah,
hundred,
I
so you know
don't
how
like
how they
that
have
though.
like
I
I don't
gold
don't
think
like
it's
and
that.
how
like
the system
silver and
works.
all that shit.
I
I feel like
No,
that doesn't really do
I
anything.
don't like I didn't like when they added. I don't know if this is their first time doing it, but y'all know when Deadpool came out, right? Everybody got him. It was so fun to get him and all of
Uh
that and whatnot. When they started adding like certain skins, but it had the Deadpool look, I didn't personally like that because I'm paying for the exact same skin again, just with
I
a
mean,
different.
okay, so
Granted, I didn't
I
use
know
it.
what you
I thought that
mean,
was very stupid.
but what they the okay, so when they started doing
Like,
that,
what
that
was
was
the
when
reasoning
they
behind that?
okay, so they started doing like deals, right? So like we started to realize like okay, there's like when they started to put in all of those skins like at the end of last season, where it was like why are they just doing all of these deals and putting all of these skins in there? Like it's like they're doing it for money, but at the same time they're trying to fit it into the storyline. So Deadpool came first because it was like, oh, he breaks the fourth wall, he does whatever the fuck he wants, right?
Yeah.
And they were trying to make it seem like okay, well, since Deadpool is here, he's taking over a couple of fan favorite skins too. So that's why they had uh like the Cuddle Team leader, like the bear skin that looks like Deadpool, and then Raven, the skin we all bought. Well, not all of us, but me
Yeah.
and Eric got. Like they made him into like
I
Deadpool.
think Kevin has that too. Kevin, do you have it?
No, no, I
No,
don't
he
have that.
traded it back in to get something different. I think that was back. That was a while ago. But yeah,
Yeah.
but like I get what. But back to the storyline stuff. Like I get what y'all
Y'all
mean by
remember my bank
like
account went in
how,
the. Y'all remember I had to run to the bank account, go into the bank to put the money in the bank account. So my
bro. That
account wasn't going to negative after I bought that skin. I said, "Woo! I go to the bank. Bye. I'll be
that nigga
back."
ran there, bro. But like, okay,
Pussy's
so
trying to get
like
down the street to that bank.
with the storyline stuff, like Fortnite's storyline was really sporadic during chapter 1, right? So, like they had like the volcano,
I
they
be
were
right back.
Neil tilted, they did this, they did that, like Brandon wasn't really playing the game then, so Kevin will probably know what I'm talking about. You remember when they had like Neil tilted, and then they had the
Yeah,
volcano, and they had all of that and all that. So like the island kept changing, right? And
yeah.
I got
then
something to say.
by the end of season 9, I don't know if you remember, but the 0 point like got taken out, and they had that on vaulting event, and they unvaulted the drum gun. So the 0 point is what powers the island, right? And pretty
Mm-hmm.
much they're trying to keep it stable, but they don't want the loop to keep happening. That's what's powering the loop too. So when that fight happened and then it sucked everything in, it was a black hole for like what 4 or 5 days, and like nobody was able to play Fortnite, and then it came back. Remember?
Yeah.
And then it was chapter 2 at that point. That was like at the end of season 10. Like the
They made
reason
it so that
why
nobody could play Fortnite for 5 days.
it was like 3 days. It wasn't that long, but they had to do it because they changed up so much stuff about the map that
Uh,
they had to take the servers completely offline.
that's but like I get it, but that's butt cheeks.
No, I mean if you look at how the game used to look and how it looks now, you'd be like, whoa, this is like two different games. But
But oh, by the way, I was just before you go, I just want to say, why is Coral still in the game? Like
bro,
I
Coral
feel
needs to
I
get the
feel
fuck
revenge.
out of the
Wait,
game.
wait, wait,
Coral,
wait,
Why
Coral
is
wait,
needs to be
Coral
gone.
still in the
wait,
game?
wait. Hold on. Can I say something real quick? Can I say something real quick?
What?
When you were just talking, I heard you when I went to the bathroom. When you was talking about how the game was all over the place and whatnot.
I
I
mean,
ain't
it
even gonna
wasn't
lie.
completely all over the place, but like they kept putting like new stuff, and like at
Yeah,
first it didn't make sense, and now they're kind of making it make sense.
yeah. When they added that burger head, I think I stopped playing the game for like forever after that. And then came back like at the end of season 1. I believe I did because that threw me off. I was like, huh?
I mean, it was really
Honey?
just the mascot of
I know, but it
Greasy.
was just so weird. Because it felt like it came out of nowhere, and I was like,
I mean, then they had
'cause-
Tomato Head, and then they started doing all the other
yeah, and I
extra
was like,
skins.
oh, I ain't here for this. And I think for me, it's like once you like, okay, and this is just me, my own personal thing. If you're gonna keep a game, if you're gonna have a game that's like realistic in a way, like far as the characters, and not like out of it, you and then like you come out of nowhere with like people with tomato heads and burger heads and whatnot. It's like,
I mean,
are
the
you
game
trying
is really
to me?
cartoony though. It's not
No,
really
I mean
realistic.
but
The
it
game was
wasn't.
never realistic to
I
me.
mean,
No, I'm not.
if you looked at Save the World before they actually even released Battle Royale, you'd be like, oh yeah, that makes complete sense on why they did what they did.
Cartoon shit.
I
Cartoon
mean,
shit.
that's not what I'm getting at though. But all right.
I mean, what are you okay? What are you trying to get at though? Like,
Oh, what I was just saying was, I mean, you started your battle royale and your skins with, I mean, okay, if you're gonna, you know, eventually bring stuff out, like for instance, if they would have came out, if they were like let's say season when we were playing season 3 or whatnot for that little
Season
bitty
three,
time.
season four
If
ish.
they
Season
was if
it
they
was
was
in
already
season three
like
to five.
yeah, if they was already throwing people like like the cat right, Miascos. Um,
Mm-hmm.
if they had like if they was introducing like stuff like that in like the I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but if they was already doing that, I think for me like I said, this is my own opinion. For me personally, it would have never threw me off. That's like, for instance, that's like with TV shows. If you ever like, and this is just an example, like with the show that me and Kevin was like watching Lost, when they went like with the like wait a minute, for a minute I thought this was just about people that was in a plane crash, and I was about some semi supernatural stuff. It threw me off for a minute, but I mean, it
So
made
you
sense
saying
afterwards.
because it was like okay, it was just like
A random add on.
regular people. Nah, it just feels it felt kind of random when they added it.
Yeah,
Basically,
yeah. Like I mean, it wasn't no
okay.
build up. From what I seen, it didn't seem like it.
I mean,
So
but
which I'm pretty
I don't
sure.
see why it would be a build up for that because it's just a skin. It's just cosmetic.
No,
So
I know that, but I mean, you added parts to the map. Like you remember, you had the tomato temple and stuff like that.
I mean,
So
they released trailers for that though. That was like when
I mean,
season two came. Well, Tomato Temple was like later on, but
yeah, yeah. But I mean, like you were.
They
I mean,
simple AI. Yeah.
releasing trailers and stuff like that. That makes sense. I mean, that's what I mean. Like you, there was a not there was like kind of
Brandon,
a
what are you
warning
doing?
where you have some type of direction or whatever. So, I mean that's just me. Once something is like you have certain stuff set in stone, what it looks like you do. When you go off into like left field, it throws me off, and I'm like, I don't want to, I don't want to mess with this
one
shit
thing
because I'm
that
not gonna.
Fortnite did do was
Please
like
stop it.
hide stuff in the map really well. So like I know how like you
Yeah.
like y'all was talking about like Easter eggs and stuff. Like
Hmm.
they decided like when like they okay, so season 6 is the season that Lynx came out, I think. Lynx is the skin that we was like, "Oh, this is like Black Panther." Remember? The
Yeah.
girl. So Meowscles was teased back then and he didn't come out until like chapter 2, season 3, right? So Fortnite has never really been oh, this is all just random type game. Like they really think about what they do, but at the same time it feels random to us cuz we don't know. You know what I mean? So like when y'all say like Easter eggs and stuff, like they put little things in the game to let you know what may be going on like for the
What was her name?
event or what's going on, like what's going to be happening in the future, but they don't really be as blunt about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not like up in your face, like in
Yeah,
your
so
face.
like the season with the pirates, like
Hmm.
they kind of teased that a little bit like beforehand. Like the season with like snow and shit. They literally had that island like when they brought in like the planes and it was like that whole snow side of the map. Like
Yeah.
they had like the little island all the way out there for so long. And it was like just coming closer and closer. Just like with the comet in season 3 when it came down and like everything just started like that's when the storyline really started to ramp up was like season 4, right? And then like another thing is like the Caddis monster. I don't think y'all played them, but it was like the Mech versus Monster
I remember
event.
it.
Yeah. That
Yeah, so the
was
Mech versus Monster event, so like the monster
Power
was inside
Rangers.
of the
Yeah.
ice and he ended up thawing out because of the volcano event. And then he got away and then he stayed away and then they built the mech up and then the mech and the monster fought and then that's when we got exposed to the 0 point. Like shit like that. Like that's how like they like do it in increments. So like I don't know what they're planning now because it just seems like Primal is just like okay, we kind of went back in time, right? Like to a primal
Yeah.
age, but you still have like the new age stuff. That's why it's like the spires like in all the directions and shit. But
Mm.
like I like what Fortnite does storyline wise, like how they implement it. But like sometimes it's just like, so what are you going for here, or like what's actually going on? Because like for a
Yeah.
while, like when they first introduced John Jones, like That was season 3, chapter 2, right? You know, like when
Mhm.
they had the event and then the whole map flooded, right? Then
Yeah.
when they had like the boss characters and shit. Um, it's like okay, wait. So we're muted. What does that mean? We're in a loop. Okay, we kind of knew that, but like what does that mean? Like all of this, all of that. Like even with the when the visitor when he in chapter what is that 9 10 9
Bro,
9 chapter 9 the I'm just trying to explain it to y'all
I
because I
know
know
you
y'all
you
don't
you got these
y'all don't
chapters
be
on lock, bro.
y'all
You
don't y'all wasn't playing and y'all wasn't really paying attention to it. So like I was the only
Yeah.
one like within it. So like in chapter 9 ish, so the visitor came back, right? Like
Uh,
all of that shit came back. Like the meteor was still in the sky. Dusty Depot came back as Dusty Depot. Factories came back as factories. You know all of that shit, right?
uh-huh.
Um, the visitor built another rocket and you had to find these tapes and you find the tapes and it gives you little lore bits, so that was like an Easter egg, right?
Uh,
They haven't really done anything like that recently, but when they did it, it made sense in the scheme of the game. So I feel like they're trying to figure out ways to make Easter eggs make sense in the scheme of the game, not just you know
like I get what you're saying. It shouldn't be as sporadic as it is. It should be like kind of continuous instead of us getting like okay, that's a little hint, but like, are we gonna get that next season or like 4 from now?
yeah,
It's
I see what you
yeah,
mean.
yeah.
I
It should
mean,
be
like
more
the
like
lore bits that they did with the visitor came like literally next season. Like stuff like that, like when it's like that direct, it's next season. If it's not direct, then it's not coming for a couple seasons.
that's
True.
It's kind
I
of
get it.
weird.
It's
Uh,
that seems like it'd be rather. I get it. It seems like it's just annoying more than it is
yeah,
like.
like what's your purpose? Like, I mean, just don't even do that.
I mean, like you should do
I
it.
mean, you
Like
can
you
you
could do it,
can you can you
but you
can
gotta do it
like,
better.
but like for instance, you know how with like for instance, like certain movies. Granted, I mean I mean I couldn't even say that for real because you know how like Marvel like their ending cutscene it has something to do with the next movie that's coming out, but
Yeah.
like I mean if you're gonna do that with games and whatnot, I feel like what's your purpose? I feel like if anything, if you're going to do something like that, show me what's coming on next season, but what's in the but like your background or whatever, or who your person or whatever is going on, they're dealing with something that is going to happen and like 2 seasons later or whatever. I don't know, like I think that's how you should do it in a
I
way
mean,
like
I
you
feel
kind of
like that's why
combine
they
them a
did
little
that
bit.
cut scheme, the single player thing at the beginning of this season, because you know, like technically the what is his name? It's another one of I think his name is the scientist. He's inside of the spire. Like he's inside of the spire. Like that. Like that's a whole thing. So that's gonna culminate like over the season. We just don't know what's happening yet. You know.
Mhm.
And like like we unlock the challenges with John Jones, the skin, and you see like him like when he was jumping between certain things, like when he was
Yeah.
jumping to go get people, like the shit from last season.
Mm-hmm.
Like you see like logbook like this, or like when he jumped here. And then like another thing about Easter eggs is that some of the Jonesy characters will give you information about what's going on, and some of the other characters will give you information about what's going on if you talk to them. But I don't know which ones do that yet because I haven't really looked into it.
Okay.
But yeah,
What's next?
Does
Kevin, you got
anyone have
anything
any
you want to
last
say on
things?
that?
Nah.
He
All
said,
right.
Kevin.
Talking
Boy,
about
it's
y'all wanna talk about
He
anything
said
else? Y'all
yes.
wanna talk about anything else on the podcast before we end?
Not that I can think
Um,
of.
I'm straight.
um,
COD servers are ass, by the way.
First of
Oh,
all, hop off my game. Y'all gonna hop
hey,
off.
no,
No,
hey, hey, bro.
Brandon. They're
Y'all
It
gonna
can be
hop
your.
off.
No,
Oh wait,
it
wait! I
is,
got a
bro.
topic. I got a topic. Did y'all hear about COD potentially nerfing people mid game?
What you mean?
Okay, so let's say like I'm cracked and you're not, right? Not this is just
Yeah.
hypothetical, right? And I'm shooting at you, right? They will fuck up my aim on purpose so you can possibly get a kill mid game.
What?
They literally have a patent for it.
How do you do?
I
I'm not.
kid
I'm
I
Okay,
not.
kid
I'm
you
not
not.
playing COD no more.
That would make the game not fun. Like
Yeah,
fun.
I'm not playing
exactly.
COD
So
no
Yeah,
it's
more.
like
that's
it's,
the
it's
thing.
like event. I'm dead ass. I kid you not. I will
Send me
find
the
a
link to the
TikTok right
video.
now that has all everything. I
Send it
will
to
I
me.
will send it to y'all. Like,
Send it
bro,
to me right now.
I seen it, and I was like, bro, you are fucking kidding me. And I sent it to Jazz, and Jazz sent it to her Discord.
Send it to me because I want to see that.
But look, look,
I'm not
look,
playing
look.
COD no more.
But look, I don't know. I don't
Brian,
know
do
if it's
not
an
do that,
actual
bro.
thing right now, but I know
Uh-huh.
that they have a like patent for it and shit, right? So
Yeah.
Yo,
this is what I want to talk about: skill-based matchmaking. How do y'all feel like it is in games? I feel like it kind of ruins it in a
I don't
Bitch,
sense.
think it
I
ruins
don't, I
it.
don't, I don't think
it
it should be a thing
depends on.
unless you're doing ranked. Unless you're
Yeah.
doing ranked, it
Listen,
should never be a thing.
listen. If it
Because
Yeah.
you'll
if
never
it
get
goes
better if you just do skill based matchmaking. Like,
if it goes into normal
I switched to my phone.
servers,
I
Okay.
needed to get into
I'm.
bed.
If it
You
goes
need
to
to
normal
put your stuff on
games,
landscape.
Bro, move.
if it
You know
goes
what
to
I'm
normal
saying?
games, I'm going to end up literally breaking my remote. And how David says this monitor
I'm
is
gonna
about to go out the damn
I'm gonna
window.
throw my monitor out the fucking window. Merch coming soon.
Merch coming soon. Yep.
No, yeah, no,
wow.
yeah, no, that shit's
Gotta
trash.
plug the merch. Hey, Brandon, show them the hoodie. Show them the hoodie.
oh yeah,
Yeah, the tribe. You already know what it is with your boy Davies eyes. We
But
gonna get
yeah,
some down to earth merch soon too.
if that pattern were to be in the game, and all of a sudden I'm like, let's say I'm going what
I've seen it too.
25 and 10, and I'm doing good. All of a sudden, next thing you know, I'm aiming and shooting. Next thing you know, my gun just suddenly goes up, and I get shot with a fucking sniper. I'm going
no,
to
I
look
would
at
not
the
play.
game stupid.
I don't
I would
think it's
not
No,
play
there's
that
that
not a
game.
bad.
thing. I
I
don't
think
think
I
it's a
think
thing.
bro,
I promise you, there's not a thing, bro. No,
hold up.
no,
I know
You
on
gotta show me the
Discord my
there's no
TikTok,
video
way
is
bro.
they're trying to
paused, but I'm
pass
about to
that,
find
bro.
it.
You
There's
gotta
no
I'm
way
show
about
they're
to
me the
trying to
find it.
pass
TikTok.
that. There's
I'm
Cause
no
about
way
to
they're trying
I
to
find it,
call
pass
bro.
cap.
that.
I call cap. I call cap.
I'm about to find it.
Bro,
Fake
hang on, hang
news,
on, hang
bro.
on. What if when you're playing, right? Like the one way they make you stop shooting is they bitch smack you across the face. It stuns you.
That's
Imagine
fake
that
news,
shit.
bro. That's fake
What
news.
if
COD
it's
is
not though?
already
That's not real.
like, even though it's my favorite game, COD is already toxic, and adding that into the game,
At least you admit it.
I admit that
Look, it
sometimes
says unique
I
Totally,
Activision patent may
totally.
explain. Hold up. Explain sweaty SBMM lobbies in Call of Duty. Public images filed by Activision in 2019 are raising concerns among Call of Duty players. There is a reason to believe that Activision's unique matchmaking system might be a cause of a lot of trouble players face daily. What, nigga? Okay. Let me skip
Mm,
in. Let me get to the juicy part.
the
it's
scrumptiousness of
not
it.
that toxic. Psychic.
Fuck you.
It
Yes,
says
it
Call of
is.
Duty players are getting nerfed mid game. Another significant deduction for the patent descriptions is a dynamic modification. YouTuber Drifter debunked a patent in one of his videos and explained what the process intends to do. According to him, talented players need better aim and accuracy with progression inside the game. They need to constantly keep making themselves better at the game to maintain a steady performance. So that's what the YouTuber said, right? He was like, he explained that the game mechanics might be set in a way to where it nerfs players mid game. This is done when a player is playing expectedly well inside of a lobby and the game nerfs the player to make particular match more suitable for others. So basically, what they're saying is niggas is getting nerfed mid game for no fucking reason, just because they're good. And
Okay, can
Activision
I can I
had a
ask you
patent for
something?
this in
So I'm going
2019.
So
60 and 8. If I'm going 60, by the way, did y'all see that 60 and 29 game I went yesterday?
Yeah, 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 we
I
seen.
just want to say, no, but so basically, if I'm going 70 and 5,
Don't nobody
they'll
care.
you a hater
If you going
stay in the
70
haters
and
place.
5, they're gonna make your shit get fucked up in the
Stay in
middle
the
of the
haters
game,
place.
so it can be more enjoyable for the other team or for the other people.
That's dog water,
But no,
like literal dog water.
could I say this? No, that's hot dog water. Thank you. But listen,
I
Not
um,
shit. I mean,
no, No, let me say this.
Bring an
If
SBMM
eighth
should
player.
not be a thing in casual gameplay at all. It should be a
I
thing in
can't believe
ranked.
y'all
But
made me
them,
buy this damn game.
but them
what you
nerfing
say?
You know you
players
love it.
mid game is just ass in general.
Just sleep on
You
me,
know
Kevin.
what? In a minute, I'm
Kevin,
about to just
sleep on
listen.
me.
All I got to say is
No,
If
this.
I
no,
was
no,
about
no.
to play COD, like that.
I'm gonna
Bro,
go to bed after
I
this.
don't know if it's still an active thing right now, but
It,
it
look
was
it
in
up. Look it
game.
look it up.
It explains why when I go into kills, I all of a sudden become shit. Now all of a sudden, so I have an excuse now.
Wow, he said I have an excuse now.
Said
I
I
have an
have an
excuse.
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 No, because
Hey, if you was really going, hey, if you was
no,
really
no,
going,
you,
you could
Brandon,
overcome the
you
fear.
know, Brandon. I was going. It was the one game we were playing in raid, and I was going. I think it was 33 and 15. Then all of a sudden, just fucking kills start piling up on me. I'm like, bitch,
Oh yeah, I
excuse me.
remember that. I remember that. It was
See,
way
Exactly.
late.
nerfing mid game, bro. COD needs some help.
Listen,
Apparently.
I have an
Well,
excuse now.
that's not fair because how you gonna nerf somebody that's already trash?
I mean, but they wouldn't be nerfing you if you were trash. They would be nerfing you if you were going. Kevin,
Who
Kevin,
trash?
shut
Not
up.
me.
No, like they wouldn't be nerfing you if you was trash. They would be nerfing you if you was good.
You're nerfing yourself. That's what you're
It's
doing.
stupid. It's real stupid. I thought I told y'all about that.
No,
No, you never did.
I learned
I can't
about
believe
this
y'all made me
like
buy
at the
this game.
beginning of this year.
The
I
only
can't believe y'all
thing
made me buy this game.
So what you
only
trying to tell me?
thing
So what you trying to tell me is I'm about to be like campaigning this game. That's what you're trying to tell me.
No, you can still
no.
play. You're
Crazy
just not
zombies.
gonna.
I'm about to campaign in zombies. Is what you telling me? Man, you
there's
know
no
what?
Zombies is really
campaign.
fun
All
though.
I got to say is all the 2020 games are just trash.
Nah, I'm not saying all of
They're all trash.
What
Bro,
game is the
he
best
posted a
2020?
35-minute video in 2020 about the
Cyber,
nerf in mid game.
Cyberpunk
It was in
just
December.
needs to be.
Cyberpunk. That game went down the drain. I'm sorry. That shit.
It needs to. They need
We
to just refund everybody money back and just be done with it.
I wish I could get
Uh,
refunded and keep the game.
hey yo, for real.
Cause I still
You,
want to play through it.
David,
Another,
you still have to play Watch Dogs 2 co-op because it's been out. Co-op mode has already been
Oh
out.
yeah, we gotta hop on that at some point.
I don't got Watch Dogs.
uh, uh,
Very true.
Watchdog storyline, your mama. Watchdog storyline.
What?
You heard what I
said
said.
that.
I wasn't talking to you. If I wasn't talking to you, why you talking to me?
God of War is never trash. Don't say
Can
that
we
because
not have
just
this
say
Yeah.
this fighting
I
between the
said it's not
couple
trash.
on the
It's not trash.
No,
It's
no,
not
no,
trash, Kev.
no. I'm not talking about that one.
on the
I haven't
podcast?
played it. Assassin's Creed and their little glitches is hurtful because it's a really fun game, but them glitches be coming out of nowhere and they will hold stop you in your tracks. And
Assassin's Creed Valhalla. You're a
no,
fucking Viking.
no, I love that game. And their glitches are not like, oh yeah, I just seen a horse flying in the air.
You
I'm
go
like,
from
no.
an assassin to a fucking pirate to a fucking Egyptian warrior to a fucking Viking. Pick one, motherfucker. Damn.
Oh no, you can't do that. There's a whole
They should have
structure
just
you
made a
can do it.
Viking game
No,
though.
hold on, hold on,
I feel like the Viking
pause.
thing was kind of too far.
Okay,
Yep.
okay, pause.
I mean, I didn't play
But
it
the
though, so I
Viking.
don't know.
So hold on. First off, Sai, play Assassin's Creed before you say some shit.
I have.
No, you have.
What?
Obviously, you haven't. You
I
played through the
have.
story. Name
You don't know the
name one you
storyline
beat. Name
Black
one you
Flag, Assassin's Creed
Bro,
3.
this about to be a
beat. You
three-parter.
beat those, right?
Yes.
How many did
So,
you play?
so what the fuck do you mean? Do you know what happened there, right?
I could care less.
That nigga said I could care less.
Close it. Close the podcast. Thank you guys for coming.
And that was down to it. We're down to earth. All right. I hope y'all have a nice day. Thank you for coming out. This might be a two-parter or it might be a one-parter. I mean, it's only 2 hours long. We'll see. Peace.
Two-parter.
All right, do
Two-parter.